a complete shit show. I am Turch, and with me, it's the queen of the bants. It's Jess. How are ya?
The queen of the what?
The bants.
Oh. Hi.
We're doing a very special episode today because Kieran decided that he would not record his track of audio correctly whatsoever, despite many, many years of me teaching him how to do it. So we thought, you know what, we're behind on a bunch of episodes. So Kieran's recording an episode with Niall. I'm recording one with the queen of the bants, that is Jess. And later on, we've got an episode coming up with a furry. We've got an episode with my cousin. And in the future, we may have a socialist on this podcast.
I highly doubt you will.
That may be coming on. But definitely the furry. So that's the exciting thing. So it's been a busy week.
Yeah, it
here at
like
the
it.
We Only Do One Take podcast headquarters.
It's funny that you guys are like, oh, we're behind in episodes. Let's just grab the people we live with.
Well, you've all been on the show before.
Yeah.
So at least it's trustworthy. That's,
I thought Dweezil would be joining us, but he's not. He's
in the other
he's
room.
on the couch.
He's in the other room. But he's okay. He only gets excited to come in this room when Kieran's here, I guess.
Yeah, I know. He's not interested today.
No, not interested today. But what a fun week that we've had. So my first rant, Jess. I got two today.
It's so weird just doing this podcast just with you. It feels like we're just here, but there's microphones in front of our faces.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
that's how you do a podcast, Jess. I don't know if you ever knew about that.
Yeah.
That's the trick to a podcast. Quality microphones into a good audio interface and actually recording the microphones.
Clicking record. Are you going to release the episode?
Should I release the episode? Because you heard the audio.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to say. I would kind of be interested to see you guys release it just so people can hear how bad it is. But when you let me have a listen, yep. I was like, it actually sounds like, because you sound fine. That's what, because the first thing you said to me was, oh no, the audio sounds terrible. And I thought, oh, it's going to be the both of you.
Mm-hmm. No.
But then you played it to me and you sound normal, fine, no problems.
Thank you.
But Kieran sounds like he literally has his phone camera recording it. It's like he's just clicked voice recorder on his phone.
Yep.
And it sounds like he's like...
I thought it sounded like he was underwater.
Yeah, whatever it was.
So what happened is, people, what happens? We recorded an episode last week and we sort of put it off. We recorded an episode on, I think, on the Friday night.
Yeah, it was last Friday night.
And we were all very excited. It actually was a fun episode. Mm. And then I said to Kieran, you know what? You record your track, I'll record mine. And usually I record a backup track. And this is the first time ever I didn't record a backup track. And
you will forever continue to keep recording backup.
Exactly right. Exactly right. And so I said to Kieran, you know what? Send me your track and I'll edit it like usual. And he goes, yep, I can do that. He sends me this track and it sounds like he's underwater. I don't even know how he could do that. Because through the Zoom call that we talked through, it was fine. So I go to him, what the fuck happened? It sounds like garbage. And then he messages back and goes, yes it does. I'm like, okay, answers.
Wait, tell everyone what he actually did.
Okay, so I talked to him yesterday because he recorded an episode with Niall. And
he calls you to ask you how to
record things. I'm like, that's fine. I'd rather him do that to get the audio right the first time. Mind you, they've only got one mic over there, so that's going to be an interesting episode as well.
So they would just sit there talking and just say, no social distancing there.
That's okay. But you know what? Like, we started this podcast with only two mics and we had to share it with the guest.
Yeah. So, I remember.
We do that sort of stuff. But now we've got lots of mics, you know. So what happened was Kieran connected up his audio interface into his computer. And through Zoom, he selected to choose, he wanted the audio interface and the audio inputs to go through and the output from the Zoom to go through the audio interface so he could hear it through his headphones. Perfect. He also opened up Reaper. And we both use Reaper to record ourselves, which is the digital audio.
That's the program. Yeah.
But he didn't select the correct driver to record the things.
None of this was the funny part that I was thinking about.
No, getting sad. I'm going to pull it up, Jess. I'm going to take the whole story. So, He records this episode, the whole thing, no worries at all. He's excited. He goes, yes, I definitely recorded it. And then I go, hey, so obviously when we were trying to set things up yesterday, I go, what audio things you selected? He goes, it says direct sound. Okay, great. That means you've been using the microphone in the laptop instead of like when you were recording. And he goes, well, that kind of makes sense now because I was using that laptop to record things, but I had it plugged into another monitor, so I was looking at the big monitor. But not only that, it was on the opposite side of the room and the lid was closed on the laptop, covering up the microphone on the laptop.
Yep.
It was a complete shit show.
That's our friend, Kieran. He's your mate.
Apparently, he's still pushing himself up to try to be the best man. with quality sound production that he does over there, maybe we can push him up.
Oh, maybe I should finally address that so that your podcast listeners can hear it from me. There will be absolutely no way in hell that my wedding will be podcasted. I've said that to Kieran so many times, but he keeps bringing it up and he keeps saying it on your show that he's going to record the wedding as a podcast.
Well, now that I've got you on the show, Kebmo has said that he will DJ.
Yeah.
And you're in for that?
I would rather him DJ than Kieran podcast the wedding. No, I would love that.
A lot about Kebmo or a lot about...
No, I would love him to come DJ the wedding.
It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be awesome. But like, that's who knows? I don't think we'll probably even be able to travel by then.
It sort of sucks. But next year, Kebmo, October next year.
But if he is listening, which I know he listens to your episodes quite a bit, he is more than welcome to come stay with us if he ever does want to travel.
He'll have to crash into the podcast room.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I was
going
to say he can sleep with Dweezil, but Dweezil sleeps with us.
Yeah,
so.
okay. Kebmo, you may have an upgrade. We'll see how we go.
No, that would be awesome. How cool would that be?
It'd be fun.
But what's not cool is having Kieran with a roving mic. Walking up to all the guests going, so how do you know the bride?
I really hope that, you know what, I might give him like a camera right at the end of the night and he can do that.
No, why?
You know,
you're just encouraging him.
Maybe. I've got the GoPro. Maybe at the end
Strap
of the
a
night.
GoPro to
No,
him.
on his head. He has to wear it on his head though. So I can see. So that way when he takes a
Kieran,
piss,
no,
goes to the
he's
toilet,
already
does
got
a
it.
line or whatever he does at my wedding, I'll have it all on video.
You gotta... Oh dear. No. He's got very strict rules set in place.
Yeah.
He's the only bridal party member that I've given rules and boundaries to.
Good. I like how Reb doesn't have any of them.
No, of course.
Like, he's like, do more things.
I don't mind. Like, Kieran's the only one that I am nervous about.
Yeah.
He knows that.
Yeah. It's
not like I'm saying this behind his back. He's very well aware. He's got rules in place.
I know.
But in saying that, he's giving us rules. He's telling us that he needs a second suit.
I told him, fuck off. I said, you make a mess. That's your mess in the photos. That's a moment in time I want to capture.
He wants a second suit in case he spills food on his first one.
I said he could get some lady in Vietnam to make a second suit for him.
A backup suit.
Well, this is not just the Kieran bashing show. We've got a lot of stuff to do. It's been nearly 10 minutes of pure Kieran bashing. You know. So, let's get on. I've got a couple of rants for you, Jess, apart from Kieran screwing up the audio.
Okay.
As you know, I'm sort of, it's lovely COVID sort of times, and there's jobs are finding hard to find, but applying for jobs is my rant.
Yeah.
And I have both a government account, like to apply for government jobs. I'm very Kieran-esque there. I've made myself a LinkedIn profile, did all that sort of thing. I put my resume together. I put my cover letters, like, you know, ready to rock and roll for different jobs, tailoring them for each job that I apply for, this and that. But what shits me the most is that you go, yeah, look at this job. It's on LinkedIn or wherever it is. Looks like a great job. I'm going to apply for this. And you go in to apply. And you go, yes. You're on your LinkedIn account. Oh, no, you don't have LinkedIn, do you?
No.
On your LinkedIn account, it's basically your resume.
Yeah.
Like, you know, where
Yeah.
you've worked, this and that. So you think to yourself, hey, and then you go to the job and you go, oh, look, I can apply for this role with just by clicking show my LinkedIn account.
Uh-huh.
As long as I keep my LinkedIn account updated, we're all good to go.
Okay.
How easy is that?
Yeah.
So I click, yes, link up to my LinkedIn account. It's got my emails, it's got my details, it's got my job history, this and that, all my degrees, all that. And then it goes, oh,
All your degrees.
hey, you know, and all my accomplishments. And doing my,
yeah.
hey, you know. God damn it, Jess, you couldn't let me have it. Just once.
I don't want people thinking you got multiple degrees.
Well, look, if Kieran's a doctor, then I've got multiple degrees. That's how I look at it. But, yeah, and then it goes, oh, could you just, you know, put in your work history again?
Oh, so you're doubling up information.
Well, if they've got access to my LinkedIn, I'm sure all these big businesses have got access to LinkedIn profiles. They know what LinkedIn profiles are. It's like the business thing of Facebook, right?
Yeah.
They should know, like, the information that you put there and how you put it there should translate over to their own systems.
Yeah.
So if I go, yeah, I've worked at this place for 3 years in this role and did these responsibilities, don't then ask me again for that information. To refill it out in that sort of day. But not on top of that, I put all my information on my LinkedIn, and then I have to reapply all that information in certain areas. And then they go, please attach your resume as well. I'm like, this HR department.
They just want,
The HR department really likes to think they're more important
they
than
probably
they are.
won't look at any of that. They'll just look at the resume. They probably won't look at everything else.
It's so
I don't
stupid.
know.
It's so stupid.
Business.
It's absolutely stupid. I'm so sick of it. And I guarantee it's a bunch of idiots in HR going, oh, we need to be a little bit more important than we actually are. But the good thing is I can tell everybody that I'm a son of a migrant on all my applications. Did you
How
know
do you
that?
do that? What do
Well,
you mean?
they say, were any of your parents born overseas?
That's a question.
Yeah. So I get to tell everyone,
Wow.
yeah, I'm a son of a migrant.
Oh. Hey, that's really interesting. What is the... But
I don't know.
yeah, like why? Who cares?
I'm sure if I chose like Ethiopia rather than
Italy.
Italy.
I'll go, another Italian living in
Look at
Melbourne.
this
Oh,
cunt.
okay.
Yeah, next. That's why. Oh, too hairy.
Every second person is an Italian living in Melbourne. Jesus.
It's pretty much, yeah. Well, you'd rather have them than Greeks. I mean,
Wow.
let's be real about this, you know. But I do have another rant and another story for you.
Oh,
Jess.
okay, good.
Uh-huh.
Because I thought of a rant. You know how I told you before I didn't have a rant.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's not.
Break
It's
break
not
it
a
up.
rant.
Break
It's-
it up. Applying for jobs, like
That's-
businesses, get your shit together. If you want me, make it easy for you and me.
Yeah.
All right. What you?
Well, it's not as much of a rant as a personal. I wanted to whinge to you about, which I already do all the time. But when we saw my nephew this afternoon,
Yeah.
So basically, we're not allowed to see our family members or anything at the moment. We're in lockdown, but we are allowed to go exercise with one other person. So my sister, who lives not very far away, came to my place, and we thought we'll just go for a lovely walk in the nice afternoon sun. And my nephew, he's only 2. He gets to the front door. He's already excited by Dweezil. He calls him Deez. He's like, oh, Deez. I open the door. Molly's like, my sister's like to Henry, Henry, say hi to your Auntie Jess. And he's just like, Deez. And then we're about to leave, and he looks at the door and he goes, Zio? Zio? He just wanted to see you. So that's what my complaint is about.
I'm very handsome.
When your nephew or niece likes your partner better than you.
Well, it's going to be exciting for you because my favourite little cousin on my mum's side.
No child likes me. I don't know why am I so unlikable.
She's coming around. She's coming around to you. The older she gets, the more she wants to hang out with the cool girls.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like your little cousins have always loved me because pretty much until you had your youngest one now, Chloe, who's nearly 6. You basically always had they were always around 12, and then since I met them, so they always loved me because I was a cool older girl that's fun. And now Chloe's getting to that age where she's enjoying that about me. But children don't like me. I've discovered that.
You know why? Because I just don't try.
Why am I not fun?
No.
I'm not fun.
Jess, you're
Am I
sitting there
just
right
did-
now like an old lady with a blanket on her legs. Like, let's...
It's
have
cold.
fun!
It's cold.
You know, what's it, Patty or Selma when they take the kids to itchy
Look,
instructions?
kids, a bench.
I've heard you say that.
I know. I love a good sit down.
Whereas I'm just like, let's do it. Let's do some running. Let's annoy.
I know, but it's so...
You know, you're doing pranks. They're not sophisticated, but it's a good shot anyway. That's the important thing with pranks. You'll get better.
But a 2-year-old, he doesn't know any of that. And he still does. And
I know,
he's
but
my nephew. Like, he is my only sister's child.
You have to instill in him
Yeah.
ideas that you will allow him to do things his mother won't let him.
Oh, but we do. Like, what
No. So you just go, oh, you can do this. And he's like, I don't want to do that. Whereas he just does things and go, that was great. And he's like, oh, I don't get to do that. That's the difference. It's the mind. You're going to praise them after they
But
do
you've
something.
done nothing for him to love you.
Yeah, I know. Because I don't do anything and he gets away with everything. See? You gotta play the mind games. He's a boy, he's a boy, he's a boy.
Sucks.
Well,
Spend so much money and have so much love invested in that child for nothing.
Well, you know, I hope your sister listens to the show.
She won't.
Well, Jess, I don't know if you know this, but I've tried to be a porn star before.
Did you now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And I've been, because of my graphic content,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've been banned
Yeah.
from being a porn star. So be lucky. So I've been on a bunch of shows recently. I've talked about this with Kieran, but obviously
Yeah.
the episode's not going to,
May not get released, yeah.
may not get released. So I'll tell you. So I've been really busy going on other people's shows. I think soon coming out, I'm going to be on Shitty Song of the Week, which is an awesome show with Brendan and Red, sorry. And then I was just on the Man Brain podcast. And Man Brain podcast, Brisbane-based show, awesome, another Australian. And I said to him, hey, why don't you just did a whole episode where you and this virgin guy, who always wanted to be on a podcast, reviewed...
Did you say virgin guy?
Yeah, he's a virgin.
Oh, just openly...
No, he's an incel.
A what?
Involuntary celebrant.
Ah, okay.
Involuntary celebrant.
Celebrant. He's gonna marry
Celibate.
people.
Celibate. Involuntarily celibate. So he wants to, he wants to have sex, but no one will.
Yeah.
Voluntarily not having sex.
Yeah, like
Okay.
Kieran.
Yeah. An incel. Anyway, so
No,
I
sorry, Kieran,
messaged the guy, Dave from the Man Brain podcast. I go, hey, buddy, you just reviewed. Do you know what my free cams are?
No.
Okay, so basically, women.
You think I would with the amount of crap you tell me about?
Women go online and they do
okay.
live stream shows
Yep.
and they're sex shows.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Like
But-
hot people near you.
Yeah, kind of like
Yeah.
that. But, it's usually just Russian women that get forced into it. That's usually the case.
Jeez, that's awful.
Anyway, there used to be this whole thing online where you would try to get those girls to put their shoes on their head.
Where is this going?
Anyway, I said, hey, you just reviewed a bunch of My Free Cams girls. Why don't we do the same but with girls on OnlyFans?
Yes, and now I know what OnlyFans is.
Excellent. So OnlyFans
Yes.
obviously is usually women selling provocative pictures of themselves.
Nudes.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's class it up on this side of the podcast. Of themselves. For men, it's on a subscription base. So they keep pumping out the content and the men pay a subscription, usually at a premium for certain types of content. And it's not only just regular women who just want to make more money are doing this, but some up to celebrities are sort of doing this. 'Cause,
Yeah, just to make a bit of extra
they
cash.
can just charge a premium.
Yeah.
But a lot of the advertising that they do, they can't do it on Facebook, they can't do it on Instagram because they don't allow graphic content. But Twitter is a fucking free-for-all. And you can even put pictures of yourself like naked.
Are you
on
allowed
Twitter.
to do that on Twitter?
Absolutely.
Oh.
So as long as you can find the girl's Twitter page, which is they want you to find it, they post things that are not overly provocative.
I actually had no idea that was a thing.
So you can find their pictures and stuff like that, teasing of you what you'll get on OnlyFans. Because you can't do that on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So we thought, hey, wouldn't it be funny if we reviewed a bunch of these girls? And we found a bunch, and it was fun. Yeah. Good little time, a bit of a joke at their expense, but, they're also selling they're prostitutes, so, what are you going to do?
Oh.
They're choosing to do it. I mean, one girl put up on Twitter her having sex with 2 black men at the same time.
Oh.
And I described that scene in the episode. It's very funny. Very funny. I go into the detail, unlike Kieran.
Oh.
And then we go on from that. And Dave's just like, yeah, I'm going to put it up. I can't put it on YouTube. I'm going to put it somewhere. I'll upload it to Pornhub. I'm like, yeah, awesome.
So he had a video going, so you can see the images.
Yeah, so we were just going, he was just sharing his screen and we're going on girls' Twitter's pages. Yeah. So he uploads the video to Pornhub, and I'm about to share it with all of our lovely, lovely fans, all our wankers here.
Oh.
It's good, huh?
That context.
And then I get a note saying that the video's been banned because of illicit.
Explicit?
Basically for excreting bodily fluids.
Excreting bodily fluids.
And I'm like, isn't that what porn?
That's you told me that actually, and I went, but that's what porn is. It's not that's a whole freaking category.
Isn't that like
porn.
Semen, like coming out of the penis?
but people are literally pissing and shitting on each other in there.
Look, just because you're into 2 girls in one cup, that's
but then you can't. And so what was this bodily fluid?
I don't know. Well, it wasn't me. I said it maybe because I blew my nose during the show or something like that. Who knows?
So you guys don't know what.
We don't know.
Was there any pictures of bodily fluids?
Oh, you can watch the video if you want. I've downloaded it.
Okay.
But then he's like, don't worry, I'm going to back up. We'll upload it to X Video, another porn site. And we also, for the same reason, we get banned from that. So officially, I've been banned from
Is
2
it just
different
because
podcasts.
they know it's not porn and they're just giving you another...
Well, there is porn on the screen.
But it's not porn. It's... You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not porn.
I understand that, but there's lots of things. There's lots of podcasts and stuff like that that upload. Yeah. I just had to try to do BitChute. But anyway, because of this podcast, do you remember Jabari's story?
Oh my God, do I remember?
Yeah. You did the voiceover.
I did the voiceover.
So Jabari's story, I also tried to put up on Pornhub, and we got banned from Pornhub.
So Jabari's story was your We Only Do One Take podcast advertisement.
The only advertisement we've ever done.
They made a what would you call it? I don't know. It's in terrible taste.
It's fantastically terrible taste. But it was something that I was proud of.
It was like a World Vision ad.
Yeah, it just said stop being being a child and making bricks all day, living in poverty, and listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
It was great. And then pictures of
you guys should post that again.
I think we should.
Yeah.
We should do another one. So
one.
Maybe Kieran should come up with an idea for that one next advertising campaign.
Okay, so
as the CEO, he's the ideas man, and then I make sure that it works.
Have you guys talked about how he wished you a happy new financial year?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all good. Pretty sure we did. Otherwise, sometimes I keep things under wrap, Jess. So I've officially been banned because Jabari's story, the video,
it was banned
on Pornhub. So now I've officially been banned from on 2 different podcasts. Been banned from Pornhub, and I think that's got to be some kind of record.
Yeah, it's quite an achievement. Well done. I'm sure not many people can say that.
I'm so glad because Kieran's going to grab that story and tell it during his speech at our wedding.
It's really not. Someone's going to have to proofread that.
We can proofread all he wants. What he pulls out of his pocket.
What he says at the moment. Yeah, I know. Oh, what did the lady at the when we went and visited the...
We visited the venue.
Yeah, and
She
she
said
said...
you could just turn the mic off on it.
Yeah!
So, just let you know.
She said, "Oh, if you've got any guests that are doing speeches that get mic happy or whatever, like, we'll turn them off." And we're like, "Yeah, we'll let Kieran know."
Yeah, exactly right. Oh, good. Well, Jess, I hear you have some news for us. How about you tell us some of the good news from the good book?
Okay, hang on one sec. So,
Thanks, Kieran. This is
just-
like having Kieran on the show.
what do you mean?
Wait a sec. Let me just.
Oh, I've just got my phone's right here. It's literally right here. Okay, this is the headline. Women. I can't even read. Sorry, I need like a minute. Everything's falling apart here. Okay. No, this little guy keeps dropping.
Well, don't worry about it. Just
It's a
take it
little
off.
mic thing. Okay.
She's talking about her nipple tassels, everybody.
And
That's how I have her in the studio.
woman quits job to earn 6 figures a month acting as a dog on OnlyFans.
Hey!
So this is why I knew what OnlyFans is, but also you told me about it before. Jenna Phillips, 21, from Texas, worked as an optician for 2 years whilst she posted vanilla content on her OnlyFans page. She posted vanilla content.
Yeah, or maybe she's just like in her bathing suits.
Okay. Before she introduced kinkier videos and her followers surged. A 21-year-old woman who quit her job to live like a dog full-time now pulls in over 6 figures a month. She says that she always felt like a dog growing up, but not in a sexual way at first. She used to pretend to be a puppy rolling around fetching balls and loved getting praise like, "Good girl." I'm sorry, but this is just, it's so ridiculous.
How much to groom her?
No. As a dog groomer, this is so bizarre. During her 2 years as an optician, what's an optician? Is that like an optometrist, but not?
I would assume maybe selling glasses.
Oh, maybe she works at Specsavers.
I don't know. Should have gone there.
She's Jenny, started an OnlyFans account where she posted. Oh, we already said that. God, these articles sometimes repeat themselves.
You gotta vet
50 billion.
articles, Jess. You'll learn that. The more podcast episodes you do, the more you just go, I want 3 dot points. That's
Yeah. It was only when she met 2 men in Chicago who told her more about the pet play scene.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a photo here of her with a fucking tennis ball in her mouth.
Some guys are into, some guys are into feet, Jess.
I know, but why? What is so attractive about that?
They're subservient. They shut up. You can kick them outside when you're done with them.
She said, "I feel like a dog. I just want to roll around, play fetch, get head scratches, and run around and play a lot."
I'd be put down when I'm a bit sad.
Yeah. Looking
Fucking
back on
love
it now,
kibble.
it's kind of like she always felt like a dog. She thought it was her personality. But apparently, other girls do like kittens or foxes or rabbits, and the majority of people who act like puppies are men.
Yeah, probably. Well, potentially mentally disabled, but we'll see. That's I need to talk to one before I make a judgment.
She now charges her fans £16 or $20 a month to subscribe to her uncensored OnlyFans content.
So if she's just acting like a dog.
She's like, oh no, she's naked while she does it.
Yeah, okay.
But that's what she's doing. She's just like, she chases balls, walks on a lead, take a bath. Like just as a dog.
If I started an OnlyFans account,
Yeah.
and you just took some photos of me naked,
Yeah.
me just doing normal things like gardening and pruning and hanging out the washing, do
Yeah.
you reckon I would build up a fan base?
Probably. Like, it's weird. Like, I just find it so weird that people are into someone acting like a dog. Like, it just gets weirder and weirder.
Nah, you just...
I know. I'm very naive when it comes to this sort of thing.
It's fun.
And look, I might be offending those dog fetish people out there, but
Well, as long
I
as
don't
they're
care
not-
because it's weird. It's
as long as
fucking
they're
weird.
not fucking dogs.
Well, that's it. Obviously,
Yeah.
that's when I would get angry at somebody.
Wow.
If you're not harming anybody, do whatever you please, but I'm still gonna laugh at you.
Or an animal. Like, I don't know animals either.
Yeah.
You know.
But I'm still gonna laugh at you if you go running around to the backyard with a tennis ball in
Well,
your
she's
mouth.
only what 6 figures
Yeah.
6 figures a month.
Yeah.
Well, that's £100,000. It's like $150,000 a month.
I know. It just said 6-figure income.
Oh,
I don't
okay,
know if
well-
that means a
Oh,
month. That
that's
probably
say
means
it's annual.
a
That's
year.
not bad.
Yeah,
That's
that's
It's
amazing.
pretty cash to daily photos of
But
you
that's when
naked
that's
being
when
a
I
dog.
start to question: is she doing it because like she really does feel like a dog, or is she just doing it because it's giving her money? Like, have you heard about the girls that like get will like take photos of their feet and stuff just because people pay for it and they don't care, they're not into feet, or
But I guess like
they just take photos of their feet.
But porn stars do that all the time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They
You know,
just
like-
videotape their feet and they're not doing anything sexual at all, but people will pay a lot of money for just videos of feet.
No, girls do that. Girls and boys do that all the time. Like remember we watched the Louis Theroux doco.
Yeah.
And the guy wasn't gay, but he did the gay scene. So
Yeah.
it's extra couple of grand.
Just for more money, yeah.
Just for more cash and this and that. And the girls do that all the time.
Yeah.
You know. Ah well. You know, job's a job. You know.
But when at what point do you go, okay, put a lead on me. I'm gonna go chase a tennis ball
Some
outside.
people pay money for that.
Yeah, well they do.
You know.
Obviously. Anyway, that was my
So.
article.
Well, I wish Kieran was on this show because every single episode, eventually, we end up talking about sex robots. They come back up.
Oh my god.
And I thought I'd bring it in with you because I thought this is exciting. Apparently, do you know what the Borg-Hild project was?
The what?
Borg-Hild.
Borg? No.
Okay, I only found this out today.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what makes it even better.
Okay.
The Borg-Hild project was apparently a German project during World War II aimed at combating the spread of syphilis among the Nazi troops by supplying the soldiers with sex dolls.
Oh, I know why that is. Is that come out now because everyone's saying that Hitler invented the sex doll?
Yeah! So
Yeah.
Adolf Hitler supposedly approved the project to distribute inflatable sex dolls to his
Yeah.
soldiers, which could be transported in their backpacks in order to give them an option to avoid places of prostitution in Paris. After years of being considered a real project, it lacks the evidence supporting the alleged existence to be a hoax in 2000s. So it's fake.
Yeah, that's what I was
But-
going to say, yeah.
But the fact is that someone out there goes, this is what I want to spread around the internet.
Yeah, because all these... So I noticed it too. You must have got the same people sharing it on Facebook, but I had a lot of people sharing on Facebook saying, Google who invented the sex doll. And I Google and it comes up with some random guy's name,
Yeah.
right? And then I looked into it further and I saw that it was because people are saying that Hitler invented it, but he didn't.
Well, he didn't
I'm sure
invent it.
yeah.
He didn't invent them, but he just approved them.
Yeah, approved them,
You
yeah.
know? That's like Steve Jobs didn't invent the iPhone, but he approved the,
Yeah.
you know, this
Yeah.
is this is the direction that I want to go. But, like, out of all the things...
That's a good idea, though, to prevent
Well, you don't want to fuck a
sexually
French woman.
transmitted diseases.
You don't want to fuck a French woman. Jesus, fucking how much... Like, I'm Italian. How much extra hair do I want during my sexual actions? Jesus Christ.
Oh, dear.
But imagine if Hitler did invent the sex doll.
Yeah.
Because now you, like, you know, all these liberating sort of people, like, you know, having sex with dildos and this and that, well, now you have to go, well, no, Hitler was...
Did I learn that in sex toy making
Yeah.
class at Latrobe?
No, that was RMIT.
Ah, sorry, my mistake.
It was at RMIT.
RMIT.
Yeah, can you imagine, like, they will have to, like, go against it all. Now the sex doll is a socialist act of fucking a sex doll.
Isn't that in... Yeah, that's bizarre. Oh, well. Someone's got to invent it. Someone's got to approve it. Good on him.
I hope it was Hitler. Imagine that was part of his socialized medicine plan. Sick of dealing with syphilis, man. Give my boys. You know, the worst thing about it is it was to be able to be put into their backpacks. So now I'm just thinking it's just
Compact.
yeah, it's like they could just blow it up, put it down this side. Now I'm just thinking that all these guys are just bringing along their sex dolls and a part of the regular, like, okay, boys, you fellas, round up, Battalion 13, We're rounding you guys up. You're going to France. Here is your gun, your bullets, your rations, your sex doll, your
sex
boots.
doll.
Whoa, let's go back there, fella. Let's go back there, fella. How do you say sex doll?
Sounds like a party.
Yeah. You're going to France. Just make sure the Eiffel Tower doesn't go down. We want a photo. Hitler wants a photo with that one. Classic photo of Hitler in front of the Eiffel Tower. Good times. Oh, but Jess, do you have any more news? Anything else you want to bring up?
Well, it's not news, but it was an interesting article, so I saved it. Here's a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Should you drink your Milo hot or cold?
Oh, I like it cold.
We had this conversation not long ago because I bought Milo for the house.
Yeah.
And I said, we could make a hot Milo. And you were like, what? You
Yeah,
looked at me like, you can make Milo hot?
No, I've had it hot before.
I know.
It should be a cold drink.
Yeah, well, there was a poll.
Okay.
So the debate has been settled.
Good, I'm right then.
It's the Milo debate that has taken more than 85 years to settle. But Australia has finally made a decision. So they have made a decision. Wait, where's the poll? I can't find the poll. But, sorry, I am the Kieran of this episode. But everybody preferred it cold.
Yeah, good.
There was only one state in Australia that preferred it hot.
Oh,
Can you guess which state that was?
It's going to have to be South Australia.
No. ACT.
Oh, well. That's where all our politicians are.
So they voted that they preferred it hot, but everyone else says cold.
I think like if you go into politics and then we should have a set of like Australian questions like, do you prefer your Milo hot or cold? How do you do a Tim Tam Slam? How do you how much Vegemite should you put on a piece of bread? What's the how many hundreds of thousands? Like, what's the ratio of hundreds of thousands to bread to butter should you do to make a fairy bread?
Yeah.
All these things. All these things should be questions like before you get into politics. Because that would weed out a lot of people, I think.
Yeah. Well, do you know where I like my Milo the best? I've told you this before, but I don't get to do it very often.
I think ice cream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plain vanilla ice cream with heaps of Milo on top. Oh my God. It's an amazing invention.
Well, I was told by Kieran that the package for Kebmo has been sent.
Has it?
I don't know.
So you guys came out to... I listened to that episode. I think it's a great idea. You should send him a package. But when you guys came out from recording that episode, you said to me, we're going to send Kevmo a package. I was like, it's going to take like 2 months to get there.
It'd be worth it.
And it costs a lot to send.
I don't know if Kieran put Milo in there.
He should have put Milo.
I hope so. So Kevmo, this is just
just for you.
This is just for you, buddy boy. If you do get Milo, the ratio, because you have to put milk into it.
Yeah. It's like a malt
do it in
milk
tablespoons because that's universal. I don't do it in milliliters and ounces and all that sort of fun stuff. So, tablespoon. It's 14 heaped teaspoons.
Tablespoon.
Oh, sorry, tablespoons.
Yeah.
Of Milo to 1 or 2 parts milk. It's up to you.
Basically.
That's how you
just
drink
like
Milo.
Pour the glass half or 3/4 Milo and then top it up with a little bit of milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually easier, depending on how big the jar
or
is,
just
to take out
pour some
a
milk
little bit
into
of
the
excess
can.
from the jar and just pour the milk in and just eat it from there. And it's not good for
and
you.
Milo doesn't come in jars; it comes in cans.
Yes, it can. Yes, like a paint can.
It does. I don't know why it comes in cans.
Well, we don't get coffee in.
You can get
coffee in can, but
Milo strictly is only in cans.
That's
though.
very true. I never thought of it like that. I can't think of any other additive. Well, Quick does as well.
Oh, like Nesquik.
Yeah.
Yeah, does it?
I don't know.
I only buy Milo.
Nesquik, get that shit off my
I
shelf.
tell you what, when I opened the the tin of Milo the other day, I got into it came back to me. I hadn't opened a tin of Milo in so long. And then I got the other end of the spoon, like where you hold. And that's what I used to prop open
Yeah. Like as a paint can opener.
Yeah, like to open the paint can lid. Oh, Milo's the best. But anyway, drink it cold.
I don't even
and
know because it
plenty
doesn't
full.
really dissolve. That's like the magic thing about
Oh,
Milo.
it doesn't dissolve.
Okay, so for everyone, like Kembo, this is like think Nesquik, but it doesn't dissolve. It stays floating above.
No, but it's like malt. It's like
Yeah.
a malt chocolate.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's what it is. It's a malt chocolate. I never really understood that.
That's pretty exciting. I'm hoping that those like the Milo and the Tim Tams, and I think he's getting some Vegemite as well. I hope it's Milo.
I feel like I should be part of this because it's not going to get. If Kieran says he's done it, I 100% do not believe him.
Well, we can only hope.
Tim Tams, have some Tim Tams with some Milo, and you'll be having a good day.
Have a Tim Tam slate.
Oh man, I really want to have some Milo and Tim Tams now.
Oh, we can do this, and then you can.
Yeah, I know. It's exactly what I'm doing. I'm
Flower
finishing
Christmas
I'm watching my recap of last night's episode of Bachelor in Paradise.
Oh, well, you'll be right. Jess, do you know who Mia Khalifa is?
I've heard that name before.
Oh, she's a porn star, Jess.
Oh, that's where I've heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
she's
remember.
recently made a bunch of accusations
Yep.
against a company that makes porn movies called Bang Bros. And lots of defamatory statements against them. So, Bang Bros has said, hey, maybe you should stop that because not much of what you're saying is true. And the last thing we want to do is go to court. So she kept going and pushing these lies.
Yeah.
So Bang Bros are
Bang Bros.
are now suing her for defamation, and have created a whole site online called factsbeatfiction.com to answer some of the things that Mia Khalifa has said with evidence. So I'm just going to go through some of these, and we're going to have a laugh at this woman. So anyway, this woman now was in porn, left porn,
Yeah.
and became almost like a sports broadcaster, and is valued at $4 million.
Jeez.
Only because she was in pornography.
Yeah. Ugh.
Okay? So, let's go on from there. Some of the things that they've said that she claims that she only made $12,000 in the adult industry. The facts are that she received an excess of $178,000 from Bang Bros alone and its affiliates. And then she stated that she was only in the industry for 3 months, and she only performed. She performed with adult film and cam industry from the mid 2014 to July 2017. So that's 2 years and 9 months. She claimed that you guys, the producers said that you guys are going to get me killed, and the statement never happened. Mia claimed that 6 years later that she was manipulated into Bang Bro contracts, and Mia has never been manipulated into signing her contracts. In fact, she renewed her contract for more years and negotiated different terms. She was actually was quite excited to be on the contracts, as you can see, and there's a whole bunch of links. She claimed that repeatedly suggested her famous hijab scene. So there's one scene that she wore a hijab.
Yeah.
This and that was her second
So
scene.
I'm sure that.
And she suggested that she'd only ever been filmed for Bang Bros. Mia performed with 3 other studios under the name, a different name, before shooting with Bang Bros using that name. And for what it's worth, the hijab scene wasn't even her second video with the organization. That she has the trademark for the name Mia Khalifa, and the facts are that Mia's registration of the trademark was obtained by her making a sworn statement to the United States Patent and Trademark Office that no other party had the right to use the term Mia Khalifa in connection with the adult entertainment industry. She made this representation despite having been signed to Bang Bros. Bang Bros exclusively have the right to this name. That was in her contract.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of other sort of fun stuff. And they're claiming that, all of this is wrong. They've got all the documentation. They're suing her for defamation. And they're now saying that this is like the whole Streisand effect. Have you heard about the Streisand effect?
Oh, remind me?
Okay.
You've told me before.
So apparently this has really happened. And you can look it up on Wikipedia. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Barbara Streisand, a photographer, took a photo of all these houses on the beach and this and that, and was going to publish it, make money and this and that. And he actually went to all the houses and said, hey, I'm going to publish this photo, just to let you know, hope that you're okay with it. Everyone said it was fine, had about 50 houses, whatever it was. Only one said no, and that was Barbara Streisand. She goes, no, my house is in the photo. I don't want you publishing it. And he's just like, well, I've got 50, 49.
Yeses.
Yeah, I'm going to publish it. And he's like, no, because then people will find out where I live, this and that. Anyway, all this sort of blew up in the media, and everyone was just like, why is Barbara Streisand stopping people from... So, in fact, this photo got so much more notoriety for her saying no.
Yeah.
No one would have cared where her house was in that shot. No one would have been able to really pick it out until she pointed it out at that point in time. So the Streisand effect is when someone else brings in something and then it sort of
gets
inflames.
bigger,
Inflames. And they're trying to do it to themselves almost sometimes.
Yep.
And that's what she's sort of done in this case, it sounds like. Oh, here he comes.
Hey, there's my baby. Hello, buddy. Oh, you want to sit on my lap? Oh, hang on.
It's always good to have a dog in the studio.
Say hi. Could you hear him? Sniffing?
I'll have to. Go back when
Just edited him going, hello. Yes, Dweezil is in the house.
Well, we are in lockdown, Jess.
Yeah.
And KFC is a thing that we have here in Australia and in the USA.
Yeah.
And around the world.
Yeah.
And they're giving people fines if they have too many people in their house and if they're doing the wrong thing. And did you hear about this story?
I did, yeah. I heard about it pretty soon after it happened.
So what happened was in Australia, and I'll tell you can help me flesh out the story.
Yeah.
Apparently, two blokes walk into a KFC. This is not a joke. This is just a real thing. At about 1:30.
Did you already tell this story on the podcast?
No.
Oh, why do I feel like I've heard you talk?
Well,
no, you must have just been talking about it.
They walk in 1:30 at night.
Yeah.
And they're there.
Yeah.
And two EMTs, like ambulance drivers, are also there.
Yeah, they're paramedics. Yeah.
Paramedics, and they're ordering, and the two blokes order 20 meal deals, like meals.
Yeah.
And the paramedics go, "That's a bit weird."
Yeah.
That's a bit weird. Like, usually you need, for two blokes, maybe 2 meals, maybe 3. Sharing some extra chips or whatever.
Yep.
So they get the 20 meals and put it back in the car and they drive off. But the paramedics get the license plate number, call the cops and go, "Hey, this is a bit sus."
Yeah.
Seems sus. So the cops find find the house related to the license plate, knock on the door and find that 16 people are at this house, all eating the KFC, and fine them all $1,600 a pop, like $20,000, $24,000 worth of fines.
Yeah, I think it was like $16,000 worth of fines.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
but we're gonna stay COVID safe.
These are the idiot. Like, who are having these parties? Who are having these KFC parties? I don't know anyone having these KFC parties. Yeah, like, who are these people? I don't understand. I mean, like, they're obviously out there, but stop it. Let me have a life again.
Well, apparently 400 plus cases today.
Yeah, we're going to go into stage 4 lockdown soon. I don't want to talk about it because it sucks. It actually is the worst thing. If it couldn't get any bloody worse, it's going to get worse.
Well, Jess,
I've got an article.
Oh, you got an article? Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I found it while you were talking.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Just must have just come out today. Ukrainian TV presenter Mariska Padlako loses a tooth live on air. There's not much to it, but she's basically reporting the news and her tooth falls out.
Wow. She must really need some extra calcium in her diet or do more flossing or something like that.
And she thought that nobody would notice it. But yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she's just talking and then like her tooth just drops out of her mouth. Apparently it was like, I've read through it, it was like an old replaced, like she had the tooth knocked out years ago and then she had like a little denture or something in place of it and it was like, that's what fell out. But, anyway, I said I had an article, that was it.
That's all right. Well, Jess, as you know, I like to join fun Facebook groups.
Oh, I worry about the Facebook groups you join.
And another group that I'm a part of showed me this delightful group. And they've even got a Facebook page, and it's even just as insane as the group. Okay?
What is it?
Oh, what do you think it is?
Some sort of weird ass crap.
Okay. It's called Diets Don't Work.
Oh, yeah, okay. You sent me it. I didn't look at it.
Okay. This
Anthony sends me articles throughout the day, and I just ignore them.
Oh, did you read
I was busy.
Did you read the one about pedophiles trying to
I
be called
I
maps?
didn't read anything you sent me today. I was busy. I was working. Some people work.
So do I.
Oh, yeah. And then just send me 50 articles.
Well, you know, I have to keep a bank of all the news. Anyway, so I joined this group because some of the things that they, like their regular page posts, are just crazy. Because none of these women, basically like 90% women, think that diets are real or dieting or exercising actually helps with their health and losing weight. Like, it's insane. At all. They're like, what's the difference between me eating, I'll eat 50 carrots, but I'll still have the craving for a a cupcake. I was like, yeah, but that's the willpower.
So you're telling me they think that you shouldn't diet or exercise?
At all.
At all.
At all. Yeah.
Are these people fat?
Oh, wow.
I mean, that sounds really horrible.
I didn't say it.
I didn't mean for it to come out so rude.
Okay. Yes, a lot of these people.
I mean, look, I'm not the epitome of health, but I try and eat well.
So here, I'm
exercise.
pulling it up here. So here's a post that they did. I gotta find this one that I really like here.
That's the thing. We eat well. We try to eat. We don't eat well.
Okay, so this is an actual thing that they posted. Not eating enough is like draining your checking account. Eventually, your body starts pulling from its savings, breaking down your muscle tissue for energy. So no, restriction is not the key to more happiness, health, or strength. That's not how bodies work.
So
Your body, unless you are
don't you enjoy that feeling of starving yourself and you go, I'm skinny.
You know what? Even if you starved yourself for a week, your body would probably not get to the muscle.
No.
It would take.
I mean, it depends how much.
Well, even like
weight you have on you.
the average Australian is overweight.
Oh yeah, everyone's
the
overweight.
average Australian is gonna be like they're not gonna lose their muscle mass.
Yeah, no one's gonna start. Yeah,
you know,
wasting away.
Who's that?
Look, I'm not. By all means, I'm not saying starving yourself. You should do that.
No,
you should not starve yourself.
But you know what? If you gotta have some boundaries and some limits, and
but in saying that, you should eat well and exercise because you know what? It's scientifically proven that does help you lose weight.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Okay,
and is good for your overall health.
This is from they swear by this book called the Fuck It Diet.
Fuck it diet.
Yeah,
like
book?
fuck it.
Yeah, like fuck it diet. Yeah. Okay, so this is from and here's a quote. If losing weight was really as simple as straightforward as they claim, we wouldn't still be talking about it. But it is.
Yeah. Losing weight is not simple and straightforward. It may sound simple and straightforward by saying exercise and eat well, but those two things are very, very difficult to do and to keep up. Yeah. You know?
It's the willpower to do it.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
the hard bit. You know, it's very easy to go, I'm going to only eat a healthy meal.
I can say that, but I won't do it. Because I like chocolate too much.
And here's one here. Here's one here. So this one here. How about you read it out? So this picture here.
Okay. Diet mindset. Measures all her food, weighs herself daily, and eliminates all carbohydrates. It's a lifestyle. Okay. Non-diet mindset. Eats food that nourishes her, satisfies her cravings, and is fun. She listens to her body. Karen, I can clearly see that's a diet. Karen. Shut up, Karen.
I don't know if that's a joke or not.
It looks like...
It looks like a joke.
Hey, look. I do agree that, it is good to eat healthy things that you enjoy and to not starve yourself.
Look, I did the keto diet and I cut out all carbohydrates and I did no sweets, no sugars, this and that, more exercise and really focus on doing this. And I lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah.
And that was also, for me, maintainable as a diet, limiting the amount of carbohydrates that I took in.
Yeah.
The hard bit is
sticking to it.
Yeah,
because you stopped and then you...
And then I put the weight back on.
Yeah, which is what everybody does.
Exactly right.
Everyone does it.
But
and that's why diets
if you can really knuckle down on a diet or this and that. But they've got to understand, this meme here, they're almost implying that...
Maybe they're implying that instead of doing those crash diets like keto and like any other sort of crash diet.
Keto
It's a lifestyle choice, yes. But maybe they're trying to say change your lifestyle or everything in moderation.
No, I feel like it's not, and I'll prove
because
it to you.
I think that
I'll
definitely
prove it to
helps.
you. I'll prove it to you. So this is one more. So just describe the picture, the meme. That's going on
what
there.
do you think? Which is more likely to cause bad health? It's a girl standing there with her hand on her hip going tisk tisk. There's a stick figure laying down that looks like in the fetal position saying, "I'm not enough." There's a stick finger pointing at another fat stick figure saying, "Shame." It's funny. Then like a little red thing that says "Eat less." That's all these things saying, basically forcing you to look better, and then a picture of a cupcake that says food.
Okay, if I was to think of food, someone goes, "Oh, tell me some food," I'd be like, "Oh, fruit and veg and meat."
Yes.
My first thing wouldn't be cupcake, and I think
maybe they should have put a picture of an apple.
Yeah.
And say food, because that's clearly almost like borderlining eating disorder there. People, looking in the mirror and seeing something they're not seeing.
There's a huge difference between eating disorder and maintaining a healthy lifestyle, eating habits, and thinking of food as only sugary sweets like a cupcake. There's a massive difference between those three things.
I see what they're trying. Scrolling further, I see what they're about body positivity. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, okay. I want to get into this.
I think
body positivity is not for fat people. Okay?
People can tell me to be positive all I want about my body. I never fucking will.
I know. Me too. But it pushes us a little bit. It pushes me anyway to go, I'm going to get back on the shit. But body positivity has been overtaken by fat people. Fat men, fat women have overtaken body positivity. Body positivity was like, hey, I got my legs don't work from birth, but we're still. And it's like, oh, you know what? That's okay. We're going to accept you. Be positive about your body. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, accept yourself.
And then someone's gone, hey, I had to lose my arm because of an accident, and they had to cut it off. I lost my hair.
Go you still look great.
You still no, we understand that. Don't worry about. Oh, you've been in a big fire burn incident. This and that. Hey, you're not going to be a model, but you know what? You can still be a functioning, great member of society.
You know what? Could even still be a model.
Could even be a model. Yeah. I don't know who's going to jack off to you, but that's up to you. That's up to the. But then all these fat people, men and women, have just gone, hey, we're part body positivity fat people. It's like, yeah, there's a big difference between someone who's had their legs amputated.
And you know what that difference is?
Willpower.
Yeah, they can change it.
It's not
someone can't grow a hand back, but somebody can lose 10 kilos.
If someone said to Stevie Wonder, hey, you can get your vision back just by getting on a treadmill, I'm pretty sure he'd be running on a treadmill. Yeah. And, eating more vegetables than
I'm
sweets.
100% all about body positivity. Even with overweight people, be positive about who you are. But in saying that, be healthy.
Yeah. Be
healthy. Don't sit there and tell me and lecture me about being positive about my body if you're not exercising and eating well. If you are morbid, super morbidly obese.
Yeah.
Don't try and pretend like you are exercising and eating well, because you're not.
No.
You're not.
What about that like Adele lost all that weight.
Yeah.
And the backlash wasn't like...
I almost feel like now she looks too skinny.
Because we're so used to seeing her in one image. But,
Yeah.
you know, she's probably really healthy right now. As long as she keeps her vocal chops, who cares, right? But in the same sense, all these people were like, oh, she's lost too much weight. She's too skinny. She's this and that. So she's done a lot of work to get to that level. And a lot of obviously dieting or like better lifestyle choices. And obviously she can afford it and do all that sort of thing. But she's gone, no, this is a positive thing for my life.
But there's also there's borderline of is it unhealthy weight loss? Because you can tell, you can see unhealthy weight loss.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. But she was happy enough to share it with the media.
Yeah, she feels confident about herself. Good on her.
So that's body positivity.
Yeah.
So why are you getting her down? Fat people?
Yeah. Why are you bringing her down? Yeah, I agree.
You know.
I agree.
But that's like the thing. Diets don't work. It just seems like a bunch of people affirming to themselves that
probably.
I don't need a diet. I'm perfect the way I am. We're like, you know, I'm not the fittest guy. Like I always look back at myself when I was 21 and I go, that was the fittest I ever was.
I know, and I tell you can't compare yourself.
I know, but you have to go, you know what? I have to set that goal again.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, then like the bar becomes lower every single time. Like, you know, if you were, you know, if you were at a really healthy weight and that's where you found like, yes, I was motivated, I wanted to keep eating like this and keep pushing myself to that and be better and be healthier and happier, that's what you should be aiming for, even if it is the pinnacle. But the pinnacle just means that you got like, you know, 2 years of work to do. You know, I'm never going to be able to run like I used to, but I'm back at it.
Yeah,
and the fact that I'm back at it is
you're putting,
better than me not doing it.
Yeah. I agree.
Had to end it on a downer.
Yeah, downer.
I'll bring in some more jokes next time.
Sorry. I had no Kieran to bant off.
No spicy bants.
And no pants. Oh,
you might have to be demoted a little bit, I think, for next episode. But Jess,
no
I think that's enough for one night. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Oh, see ya.
Well, you know, I'll be around.
Done? Yay! Bachelor in Paradise and Milo and Tim Dance.
And for all your wanking needs, make sure you follow us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you'd like to send us some hate mail, a death threat, or a rant, or give us a review, record it on your phone and email us at weonlydo1takepodcast@gmail.com. Jess, thank you so much for being the replacement Kieran for this episode.
Yeah. You're welcome.
All right.
You're welcome.
You
It
sounded
wasn't
like
hard.
you're really happy to be here. And we will see you.
I am. I'm happy. I had fun. Yay. See you guys next time.
And we'll see you next Thursday.
Wait. If you guys like me on the show, let me know. I'll let the guys know because
and what's your OnlyFans account again?
I don't have one.
You want to plug anything? Just OnlyFans? Music career?
No.
And we'll see you next.
Plug my business.
And we'll see you next Thursday.
Bye. Oh, you add that one in, don't you? My dog is so cute. Look at him.
Yes, he's my dog too.
He's in a little ball. He's so cute. Little baby. I love him so much.
That's enough.